Hi guys, and I'm back with a different video. This one is a few steam locomotives I'd like to see in the 2020 Hornby range, which marks the 100th anniversary of Hornby doing model railway. They started the company in 1901 as a Meccano stuff, and then in 1920 they did the first clockwork railway train set, which ran until 1938. So yeah, this is just a few steam locomotives I'd like to see in the range, or different versions of what they have. There will be no modern image ones because I'm not really into that. I hope you enjoyed the video. The Great Central Railway D class 9D. That'll be a nice one because Hornby have the parts for the locomotive, I believe. So it shouldn't really be hard to do. There was 124 of them, and they were built between 1892 and 1902. All were scrapped, sadly. I don't believe any manufacturers have made them. So yeah, the Great Central Class 9D, or the LNER J10, which is now 60. The North Eastern Railway, I think it's an A2. The Raven A2, which is a 462 steam locomotive. There was only 5 of these produced. Hornby have in the past done locos that were either prototypes or I think 12 or 6 were produced. I think the P2 is one of them. All these were scrapped, sadly. It's a stunning loco. Hornby could do it with their Flying Scotsmans or whatever they've got left. They could make it out of that. It would be a nice addition, different type of passenger train for the LNER. So yeah, the Raven A2. The Southern Railway Z class, which is a 080T. It's a 3-cylinder tank locomotive designed by Richard Morsell. Would be a great addition to the Southern collection that Hornby are doing pretty nice with the schools and the H classes. There were 8 of these were produced in 1929. And none of them are survived or were scrapped. They did make it into BR as well. That would be a nice addition for freight locos, I believe. Heavy freight locos, that would be great, or shunting. So that's the Z class by the Southern Railway. Here is another Southern loco, the W class, which is a 3-cylinder 264 tank. Designed by Richard Morsell again. 15 were produced between 1930 and 36. All were scrapped, sadly. There is a few modifications with them as well, I believe. Hornby could do one. They did the L1, the Thompson L1, so it is feasible for Hornby to do it. And that is the W class. Another Southern loco could be the London Brighton South Coast E2. Seeing that Hornby have stopped doing the Thomas Tank range now and Bachmann have the rights, they could do a retooled E2. Like the P2 and the Schools class, they could do a railroad version, and they could also do a premium version as well. The designer of them is Billington. As we know, it's a 060 tank loco, and the 10 of these were produced between June 1913 and October 1916. I believe they all were scrapped. Yeah, they all were scrapped, and they lasted into the BR days as well. That's the E2. The Great Western 378 class. The Great Western 378 class, also known as the Sir Daniel class, it was 30 standard gauge locomotives. There were 222s, steam locomotives for the Great Westerns. They were introduced in 1866 to 1869. Like I said, 30 were produced, and they are standard gauge. 7 were scrapped, the rest were rebuilt as 060s. That would be a nice Victorian style locomotive to add to the collection, and something different from Kings and Granges and Castle classes that Hornby seem to do, and pannier tanks as well. That is the Great Western 387 class. The Great Western 2900 class, or the Saint class. With this one, I do believe Hornby missed a trick, especially with Didcot Railway getting theirs up and running, their Lady of the Legend. Hornby did miss a trick here, because they should have done one this year of 2019 in the range and had it out in time for when this one came out in Steam. I'll just give you some information on the class. There were 77 produced between 1902 and 1913. There are a 460, like most Great Westerns. They operated under the Great Western and the BR. As we know, one is rebuilt, preserved. Mainly, most of them came from Halls. It's been a while since Hornby have done a Saint class. It would be nice to have a retooled one, a more modern version. Like the P2, the LNER P2, they could do a railroad one and a premium one, or just stick to one or the other. I think it would be a good move by Hornby. That is the Saint class. The Caledonian Railway 439 class is another one Hornby could do, because they do a lot of these type of locomotives, the 044Ts. I think they got the M7, the H class. So yeah, I think they can do it. This is for the LMS, obviously, and being a pre-grouping livery, it went through, I believe, a few liveries. I could be wrong. So yeah, there were 92 of these made between 1895 and 1925. One of these is preserved as well, so it makes sense for Hornby to do it. Would be a good move. The LMS Princess Royal class. I know Hornby are retooling the Princess Royal class, which has been pushed back till 2020, as far as I know. They could do the first 3, which had the smaller tenders. I think they were Fowler tenders, I believe. They could do that version, or they could do the turbine motive locomotive. Doubtful, but they could. There was 12 of these produced overall, and Hornby have done one quite a lot for several years. So the Princess Royal class. Seeing though it's 100 years of Hornby Railways doing modern railway, I think they should re-release Stephenson's Rocket in conjunction with NRM. I think that'd be a great touch, if I'm honest. I can't really see doing any throwbacks to Triangle or anything, but Stephenson Rocket would be a great one. So I know a lot of people would like one, and on eBay at the moment they're going for silly prices. So yeah, that's the Stephenson's Rocket.